in Mint State 70, as you can see right there, the wedge-tailed eagle, 1 year only design, incredible limited edition. I think they only did 5,000 in the entire coin. Yes, wow. That's going to be done. So it's going to be sold out virtually instantaneously with this. Cool. This is the one, and I love the way they did this wedge-tailed eagle with these radial designs. Now, if you go back to the first year of the wedge-tailed eagle, which I think was 16. Is that what it was? 2000? I think it was 16. Okay. That coin's like in Mint State 70s, I don't know, $400, $500, $600 coin. Absolutely, because they did an incredible design. They did a phenomenal design, and then they did the limited edition. They did it for 1 year and 1 year only. Can you imagine what the American Silver Eagle would be if they changed and rotated the design on the American Silver Eagle? If they release an American Silver Eagle with a special finish, it's automatically overnight a $200, $300, $400, $500 coin. You know, put it in a special set, like congratulations, 2016 congratulations set, American Silver Eagle is a $2,000 coin, which has a mintage about the same as this coin. But I've got this, I've got the original quantity, only $99.95, certified absolutely positively perfect in annex. Of course, that's exclusive to us here at HSN, as you can see right there, with our global label design that you're going to have right there as well. Well,
and just as an aside, that red oak presentation box is about a flex pay. Yeah, I mean, you know, just about, just about a flex pay, give or take.
You know, the interesting thing about the red oak presentation box, and I know, look, we sell coins here.
Sure.
But I buy coins and follow other people. It's amazing what they'll send you a coin in.
Do you know, I was just, when you said that, I'm like, yeah, what do they even present?
Usually sandwich bags.
Oh, sure.
I get a lot of coins in sandwich bags because I shop around, you know, and see what's going on. And I mean, not even the good ones with the closable top. I mean, I remember the old ones you used to, you know, you had to flip over like that. Not even the good bags, but sandwich bags. I get them in padded mailers. You get it all in all kinds of things. Little plastic flips. What you don't get them in ever is a red oak presentation box, which is one of the reasons we sell thousands of red oak presentation box with absolutely positively no coin in them, because other people are going, well, I want my coins to look great. I mean, you know, they're important. I mean, my collection's important to me. I have a coin that's fantastically rare and desirable. I have a coin that's solid silver, a coin that's just been released, that's just brand new, that's incredibly rare. Mint State 70 with only several thousands of them in existence that you're going to have. You've got the wedge-tail eagle, which is an ongoing series with the Australian government that has been a tremendously desirable collectible for many years. The past prior year coins can sell for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. And we have the brand new one. Yes, of course I want to put it in a red oak presentation box. Now, one of the things that we'll do is nobody else out there is going to be able to give you three flex.
Yeah, $33.32. And by the way, we have turned the page to a brand new hour. So if you are channel surfing, I'm playing the role of Robin Wall tonight. She's on a well-deserved vacation. Happy birthday to Pat, her lovely husband.
Indeed.
I, unlike Robin, cannot do the high heels. I give props and respect to my girlfriend. The old lady back is not having it. But regardless of your age, you will love what Mike Mezak is doing for you tonight. We got one more hour. He's got 2 hours in prime time tonight. So most of what you see tonight will either not be available for that show or certainly in much more, even more limited quantities. This is on that flex pay of $33.32. You know, and one thing, Mike, that just really strikes me is sometimes it's easy to forget that this is silver, that it is metal, because it's amazing the amount of detail that they can put in metal. I mean, it really comes to life.
Well, and the Perth Mint does a tremendous job with that. Now, you saw I had 300. I think we started with 350 or 400, and that's my entire, understand, these are under what we call allocation.
Yes.
So in other words, this is an edition that is sold out before it's even minted.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and then they allocate them to people who have purchased them over time.
Okay.
Understand, with the mintage of this at what, 5,000, if you did this in an American Silver Eagle, you would absolutely, positively, 100% add a zero to the end of that.
Oh.
That would be at least a $1,000 coin.
Okay.
Because the rarest American Silver Eagle, regular issue or special issue Silver Eagle, is the 1995 W. That coin, they made 30,125. In this condition, the last one I sold on this show was $29,000. Okay. Wow. This coin is like 5 times rarer.
Oh.
Okay. So when I talk about rarity and collectability, I think what a lot of people are looking to is coins like from Australia where you can still get a value. Like I said, if they released a United States Silver Eagle with a mintage of 5,000 coins, The starting price, to begin with, if they issued them from the United States government, they would sell out in 30 seconds. They would immediately go to $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000. I don't know, pick your price, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because there just isn't enough to go around. So the opportunity to get a coin of that rarity, of a single year design, of a coin that is this technologically superior
really cool.
to the coins that are out there, and to get that for less than $100 in the Red Oak presentation box is a tremendous collectible opportunity. It's something you really need to take advantage of. You can see 1 ounce 9999 fine pure silver in this. A 1 year only design, a continuation of the Australian wedge-tailed eagle design, which has been phenomenally popular for nearly a half a decade now. This is brand new to us. This is the brand new 2019. Like I said, extraordinarily limited edition, but still falls within the incredible price of only $99.95.
I mean, again, for that flex pay of $33.32, and remember, we don't often have flex pay available when Mike is here, and when you do see those quantity left counters, you should take particular note, because it's not like a regular category here at HSN where we say back order or wait list or anything like that, but you still get the 30-day unconditional money back guarantee. We still print the return label. You can use your debit card for flex pay. So you still get all the benefits of shopping here at HSN, but you get a lot of side benefits you do not get hands down when you shop for your coins elsewhere. Not the least of which is the knowledge that Mike imparts. And I know you just saw that quantity left. So with fewer than 280 of these now remaining, it is highly, or last 281 available.
Not taking into account all the people on the phone.
Correct.
And the primetime show tonight likely could be a one and done today and done.
For sure. I mean, so just, use that information for what you will. 664-209. And remember, as per everything here at HSN, you've got 7 days a week, 24 hours a day to shop. But that's one of the reasons we do like to show that quantity left when Mike is here, because it is a unique category of shopping unto itself here at HSN. So, and I said this earlier in the presentation, or earlier last hour, but it really is true. Remember, we actually have more people who shop for Mike's coins after he gets off the air. Because Mike, a lot of people watch you and then they go online. And so then by the time you'll come in for a show, you're like, well, what do you mean that's sold out? It happens all the time.
It happens all the time.
All the time.
That's why we have a show tonight from 8 to 10 p.m. Right. We will review that show about noon today to see what's actually left. Right. Because as you said, we will have significant shopping between now and noon or 1 o'clock, particularly 8 p.m.